Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from Archangel Michael. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the green calcite. Group 2 is the lapis lazuli. And group 3 is the purple agate. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to, I'll give you a minute to make your selection, and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the green calcite. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, and you, and following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from Archangel Michael, and then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Emperor, the Sun, the Hierophant, the Chariot, Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Progress forward at this point for you is slowing down because you are meant to stop and smell the roses in a way that you have not allowed yourself to do properly up to this point in time. There are moving pieces behind the scenes that are being retrofitted and placed in their proper position and alignment further up the road than you were able to decipher, because they are meant to meet you at a particular frequency inside of themselves. And so you can consider this chapter of your life a slight detour, not a complete alteration of plans, but a reflection of the fact that you have done an excellent job fast-tracking yourself through a period of transformation and have arrived at a destination inside of yourself sooner than what was expected. And so, although there is time which is of the essence and a need for other people that are significant to your circumstance to ready and prepare themselves rapidly, it is also important that this work be done in a very meticulous and thorough manner, because the nature of what is co-created between you and certain other individuals must happen in a precise way and manner so that optimal results can have a ripple effect that echoes out in the generations to come. There is a sense inside of yourself that you are meant for something more within this lifetime. This is no small matter, nor is it something as trivial as simply a change in your mundane circumstances that will suffice to answer this call that you are feeling inside of you. It is important to take the time to empty out all preconceived notions that you may have of what the future will look like for you, because you are about to be surprised in a most most welcomed capacity at what is revealed and offered to you, which is something you will not be able to refuse, nor would you want to turn away from, no matter how tempting it might be to remain still and in place. You have within you a gift of discernment that has been honed and refined across the course of many lifetimes. You are here in this particular stage of time within the human experience because you are to instruct and show others the ways in which it is possible to bypass a mechanism of fear that has kept many away from a path of self-reflection. You are, in essence, the living truth that all will be well on the other side of efforts made to confront oneself in the darkest and most difficult of places in order to become the light that is necessary to shine through and illuminate a better day for oneself and for all others involved in their immediate and peripheral circumstances. You have come into a space of alignment with both your higher self and your material self. You are working in collusion with you. Nothing is in opposition at this point in time. The only thing you are needing to quiet and still inside of yourself is a degree of over-perfectionism that has you going back over work you have already completed long ago, to pick apart at the seams of the fine details that you feel in some manner could have been done better. But rest assured, you have passed every test with flying colors, and so the greatest obstacle you face at this point in time is simply relaxing into the understanding and the knowing that what is meant for you is surely en route. It may be taking its time to arrive to you, but it will be there at the appointed hour. There will be time for you to achieve and accomplish all of the things which have set your heart on fire and beckoned you forth out of a certain frequency that was lower than that which you are harboring at this particular point in time, in order to come to the place where you are the emanation of the best version of yourself in the here and now. You have done an excellent and a rigorous job of confronting and embracing all of the parts of yourself that were left by the wayside, that were lost or cast aside at the behest of other people. And so it's important for you to celebrate this version of you that is a mosaic, and in this way is a living embodiment of perfection itself. There is no weak link inside of you. You have transcended the need to look at yourself from the place of dichotomy and polarity. It is singularity with which you are able to hold yourself in a space of from this point going forward. In this way, light is nothing without shadow, nor is your darkness anything without the light itself. And so it's important for you to dance with every element and facet that you hold and find inside. In this way, you can become that living embodiment for others that speaks to a degree of fearless self-discovery, as well as a level of acceptance that is unusual in these times where most seek outside validation or else cast the best parts of themselves away, never to be looked upon again. You have overcome major blocks inside of yourself simply by throwing up your hands, surrendering to the universe, and asking for some proof that all of this struggle has not been in vain, as well as instructions about the way forward from this point. All that was required is that you relinquish control of your certainty that you knew where you were going. In this way, you have been swept up, ushered away into an entirely new plane and polarity that may on the surface look very much like your ordinary reality, but on a more subtle level and aspect definitely has the threads of the divine woven all the way through it. When you look around and see things in your material landscape that feel to be signs and indicators directed specifically to you, take these as points of reassurance that you are grounded, stable, and ready for the beautiful abundance that is incoming to you. The seeds of potential have been cracked open inside. You have tended them well. You have brought yourself up to a place of becoming. You are healthier and more whole than you have ever been in your entire life. Do not judge yourself by the nature of your outside circumstances, but instead feel into that place of peace inside of you, which at times may be a whisper and on other occasions shouts to you loudly that all is well. It is okay to trust what is coming towards you next. It is only beautiful things from this point forward in the next stage of your life. You have done all the heavy lifting that is required of you for the time being, and so it is important for you to open all your senses to receive the myriad of gifts that the universe is now getting ready to bestow directly upon you. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else Archangel Michael wants you to know. Okay, we have welcomed outcomes. The sun is about to burst through the clouds. You will soon see things in a different light. Something that seemed hopeless will be overflowing with promise and powered by possibility. Imagine. Visualize the life you want clearly. Feel it in your heart and soul, and it will come to be. Forever treasured. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Keep sight of what is most important. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, shine, and transform into an ever greater light. Transformation. Moment by moment you are transforming. The great love that holds you in its embrace inspires and supports you to ever greater light, ever deeper oneness, and ever burgeoning wisdom. Prayer. However complex the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Go beyond your thoughts to eternal truth, to the I am of everlasting love. Clarity. Close your eyes, breathe in the blue of the sky, and feel a gentle breeze flow through you. Magical healing has just taken place. With it comes peace and clarity, a gift from your guardian angel. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always, surrounding you with our ethereal wings of light. And sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald gold and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter the sacred space of love and healing. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got A, S, B, Z, L, E, E, Y, S, T, N, Q, H, P, M, D, L, H, and A. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the lapis lazuli. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, and you. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from Archangel Michael. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Tower, Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, Death, Five of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Things are aligning in your favor, even if it is difficult to decipher what the next choice point should be for you. Part of you feels stuck in the past, and yet you are called forth into a future that is greater than your capacity to understand it at this point in time, and yet which brings forth a fear of the unknown that is palpable because it is evident that you are frozen in place where you need to make a decision one way or another to move in a particular direction. Neither choice is better or worse than the other. There is, however, a need for you to do something in order to be able to stir up the currents around you, which are quickly stagnating and causing you to feel weighed down unnecessarily. You will not miss the opportunities that are meant for you. Everything has been crafted especially with your highest good and the particulars of who you are as an individual and what lights your heart up into a place of joy in mind. You are somebody who is very unique, and therefore it is a unique series of blessings that are meant to come in and shake your world up in a most positive and welcome manner. There is nothing to fear about the necessary transformation that will have to take place in order for you to be reshaped into the version of yourself that is equipped to rise to the occasion of both the challenges and the opportunities to seize blessings that are within reach but will require work on your part in order to be able to access them. You have support in the unseen realms as well as people in your material landscape who watch you from afar and assist you in ways that you cannot comprehend at this particular point in time, but which will not remain a mystery to you forever. It is important that you keep self-focused at this point in your journey in order to be able to decipher utterly what the truth of who you want to become actually is. Though you may feel pressure from many different angles to choose one thing or another, the decision rests in your hands alone. Whether you are quiet or loud about the version of yourself that walks through the door during the next stage of your life is entirely up to you. You are supported and seen in all manner of speaking, and there is no need for you to worry about if you were to take a step in one direction, if it would upend or topple opportunities for yourself or others. It's important that you remain in this state of sovereignty within yourself that has been so difficult and arduous of a process to cultivate. Though you can take into account the advice of other people as far as if you should go right or left, it is important that you be the final decider in the nature in which your life unfolds from this point forward. There is an opportunity for collaboration which is coming into you, though it may be presented in a form that is outside of what you were anticipating and expecting. It is trustworthy thoroughly, and you will know this deeply within, a sense inside of you that is drawn and magnetized immediately to what is presented. Although you have cultivated a very sharp level of discernment, it's important that you not allow your overthinking mind to ruminate and to analyze and to get in the way of what must be a quick decision-making process. Follow your heart. Lean on the wisdom that has been crystallized out of the experiences in the last chapter of your life, and trust that you are able to read between the lines of what is presented to you at face value. You will know truth from what is simply an illusion, and it is important that you not take too long to debate within yourself whether it is wise and prudent to take steps forward or to remain in place for better timing or different offers to present themselves. There is a version of you that has been in hiding that it is time to bring to the surface. The world itself needs to experience this powerful and potent chemistry inside of you that happens when you are in alignment with your soul's purpose. You have done many things which are miraculous without you even realizing that or being aware of it, and yet the effects of you in total alignment with the truth that exists within your soul is apparent to those outside of yourself that have been keeping a keen eye of observation upon you. At this time, you need to simply listen inside of you, feel the direction in which you are called, something that brings you joy, something that brings you up out of the monotony and the doldrums of your everyday existence. This is the place where you create your magic. This is the place where you are the wave shaper of the life that you are living that can in many ways affect others in a positive and good way. You are meant to bring light into this world, and so it was necessary that you walk a very specific path of darkness for a period of time, not so that it would be a necessary degree of suffering by which you would earn some degree of peace or respect, but in order to show others through your living example that such a thing can be done. At a certain point in your journey, naysayers will be silenced because there will be no way to refute the evidence of who you are and what you have been challenged and tasked to become. It does not matter if your credentials are insufficient against other people who had luxuries afforded to them that were not the nature of your own story and circumstances. You are someone who brings the credibility of life experience with you. There is nothing that can be argued with in that capacity because you are the living embodiment of the truth that has been simmering slowly beneath the surface within you all these years. It's time for you to challenge yourself to release an anticipation about what might go wrong and instead open yourself up to the possibility that the stars have finally aligned in your favor and that everything you were ever hoping would go right has been postponed to this exact moment in time, because the nature of the blessings that you have now been able to cultivate and co-create within yourself and your reality will far exceed the level of what you had set your sights on previously. Certain things have needed time to germinate and ripen in their own unique way, and so have you. Now is the occasion for you to see with a level of clarity that was not accessible to you before, who you truly are, who others around you are as well, and what your role in the grand choreography of the story of your life should be, ought to be, and what you owe it to yourself to allow to come into being. You have done an excellent job of pushing yourself past the point where others would have simply given up and fallen down into a place of settling with a level of malaise and discontent, and yet you chose to strive for the light, to become that when necessary, and to continue to believe that better days were on the horizon. This stubbornness inside of you will be rewarded richly by the universe. You will look back on the totality of your life and be so pleased at every closed door and detour, which was very precise and well timed, because it led you to this exact moment when things are getting ready to be unveiled to you, and it will be a change and a revelation for the better. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else Archangel Michael wants you to know right now. Okay, we have trust. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. We love you more than you will ever know. Trust in the healing power of our love. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. Heart song. Stop and listen to your heart. Your truth shines from within your soul. You can find it in the spaces between your thoughts. Your reality is eternal, unchanging love. Kindness. A caring gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Comfort. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present. I love you, protect you, and keep you safe. Accept my love, allow it to dissolve your fear, and breathe into tomorrow. Wisdom. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all beings, knowing everything has a place and a purpose. Diversity. Celebrate your uniqueness. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. You are special and much loved. Calming light. We surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Breathe in this beautiful violet light and feel your anxiety melt away. Be assured there is only love. Blue angel. I, Archangel Michael, am by your side and will forever protect you. Whenever you feel fearful, remember my presence. You are safe in my love. All is well. And faith. Stay true to your heart. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got I, Z, P, T, B, D, N, I, Y, B, L, R, M, A, C, and S. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the purple agate. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, and you, and following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or can serve as additional messages for you from Archangel Michael, and then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Magician, Death, the Hierophant, Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Your heart's desire is closer than you would imagine. And this is all the result of your willingness to continue to raise the bar and standard as far as what you are participating with through the consent of your energy and attention. The direct redirection of your focus back into yourself again and again has served a very unique purpose of helping you to continue to be surrounded by the utter essence of love, as things which were the antithesis of this were shed very gradually and at times suddenly from the nature of your material reality. What you once participated with would not suffice to satisfy the level of your soul that has been harnessed and cultivated at this point in your journey. If you were to see yourself only a few short years ago through the eyes that you now have the ability to look at the world with, you would hardly recognize the shadow of the person that you are now. You have grown beyond your container, and it is important for you to allow yourself to seek out new horizons where you can find and feel fulfilled and nourished on a deep soul level. The truths which once resonated utterly with you are things which only were meant to serve a version of yourself that you have long left behind. It's important not to try and make yourself fit and squeeze into spaces that don't feel quite right, because when you come into a place of aligning with what is actually meant for you and with what will enrich you from this point forward, you will come to understand the nature of what it means to truly have room to breathe and to express yourself and be seen as you are fully, rather than trying to mask or hide yourself in order to blend into a circumstance and a situation that is no longer the proper environment or fit for you as an individual. The work that you have invested in meeting yourself more than halfway and being compassionate and yet rigorous in the process of inventorying your own shortcomings and measuring these against the things that you are most proud of has set in motion a certain chain of events that will only help to enhance you overall as the years carry forward. You have done so much excellent work at coming to understand the nature of the very peculiar aspects of your character that were overlooked or misinterpreted by others you had been dealing with in the past. You have come to understand yourself on a deep and fundamental level in a way that most are not brave enough to endeavor in any lifetime, let alone in the accumulation of many lifetimes. You have brought full circle many tasks that you have incarnated again and again to fine-tune and perfect, and now have reached their state of completion. You may feel at times that you are living on borrowed time, and yet this is the reward with interest that is being given to you as a result of all of the heavy lifting that you have done up to this point in time through what may seem like meaningless work or insignificant revelations and aha moments that you have carried with you close to the heart, but which have unlocked a level of energy inside of you that now allows you to shine more brightly as a light within these dark times, a beacon of truth that others can look to and feel similarly encouraged and inspired to no longer live within the shadow and trappings of the illusions that they have come to call home, but may begin instead to map out a new course towards the truth of the core of their souls that has also been brought into this lifetime along with them. The traditions that served you well for a period of time are now due to be improved upon. You have qualified yourself and need not ask anyone's permission in order to improvise upon things that were once thought to be set in stone with no possible wiggle room in any one direction. You have the ability to bring things up to speed in a modern way that works for you and may serve others as well who are watching over you or would follow in your footsteps as a form of guidance and inspiration and encouragement as far as how to modernize certain traditions that were tried and true but that require innovation in order to be relevant in the generations and years to follow. You receive guidance from on high, and much of what comes through to you at this point will not be able to be verified by sources outside of yourself. This is because you exist on a quantum sphere that is light years beyond the current reality in many ways. You are able to access future versions of yourself that are millennia in the making, but in the here and now, the almost cryptic nature of the messages that come through are instead the memories and the reflections of future versions of you, looking back on the history of oneself and being able to read through thoroughly the pathway that led to a certain process of becoming and evolution that will be simply taken at face value and understood in a more precise way than the modern times and technology is capable of. You are an ancient soul, and yet there is still a timelessness about the nature of the incarnations that are to come for you. That is why it is important for you to take advantage of every moment that is given to you, but not put so much pressure on yourself to excel and completely succeed at this game of life in the here and now. There will be many other opportunities for you to try again, to do better, to learn from your mistakes, and to continue to rise to the occasion as the changing times dictate is necessary for you and others. Take some time to look at yourself, not from a scrutinizing lens, but in a way in which you are willing to accept a level of satisfaction at the work that has been done, in the version of you that occupies this present moment, and in all you shall continue to develop into as the years unfold. Many of your regrets in the past will not feel so heavy as the chapters of your life continue to unfold. There will come a time where you will be grateful for closed doors, because the nature of abundance and joy that you are surrounded by will far exceed what would have been possible had all your wishes and dreams come true, had you gotten everything that you thought you wanted when a more linear version of yourself existed. You are now a multifaceted being, capable of stretching yourself beyond the concepts of what a version of you only a few short years ago would have thought is possible. Allow yourself to experiment. Set no boundaries or limits on what you are able to imagine and create in the decades to come, and you will find yourself pleasantly surprised at all you are able to accumulate and amass outwardly that is the result of a layer of wealth you have tapped into deeply within the core of your soul. So those are your messages. Let's see what else Archangel Michael wants you to know. And we have Sacred Source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever at one with the universe and all creation. Miracles. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. A higher power governs your present situation. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, shine, and transform into an ever greater light. Protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always, surrounding you with our ethereal wings of light. Imagine. Visualize the life you want clearly. Feel it in your heart and soul, and it will come to be. Think global. Spread your wings beyond the square. Feel the world within your heart. It is your home. Embrace it, engage with it, and surround it with love. Expand your vision, and so it will be. The middle path. Consider all sides. The middle path flows to a more balanced and peaceful life. Healing Angel. At this very moment, you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You are eternally free, forever fresh, and always abundant. Faith. Stay true to your heart. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. And change. The journey of life is richer for its changing path. No step is the same as the last. The road is forever fresh and sometimes surprises. Allow your life to unfold gracefully. Be grateful for what was, is, and will be. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got R, P, L, D, H, E, K, A, G, O, T, D, B, M, F, T, M, G, and C. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.